It's totally East Texas to just want to jump in and help your fellow neighbor. But sometimes a simple act of service can be the difference between life and death. It's the case for one teacher who says her 5th grade student saved her from an unspeakable tragedy that's propelling her to learn a lesson of her own. In the small East Texas town of Van,
A very great neighborhood.
almost everybody
Great friends, great neighbors.
grows up
I like it.
and comes back,
I'm still here.
including Heidi Moore.
First thing I noticed about Heidi, and she had a great energy and a great attitude.
For more than 25 years,
She's always there for you, no matter what.
especially for 5th grader Bo Penny. But on October 10th, he was there for her.
It was just a normal day of school.
Walking into class.
Well, starting off, she was okay.
But after the door shut, things changed.
Then you could start to see that there was it wasn't right.
Heidi remembers in great detail.
When it hit, I knew that it was not good. I was getting sick, and the kids picked up on that very quickly.
We asked if she's all right, and she says, yeah, she's fine.
I was trying to answer those questions, and then I would have to get up and leave again to go to the restroom because, again, I was so nauseated.
And she goes to the restroom again, and she has to push herself back up because she loses her balance, I'm guessing.
Bo Penny said, "Do you want me to go across the hall and get Mrs. Morrow?" And I said, "No, it's okay." And then within just a couple of minutes, I knew that things were going south.
She starts to fan herself a little bit, and she says, hey, Bo, can you go get the nurse?
So the last thing I remember from that day in particular was hearing his feet running down the hall.
Mrs. Moore suffered a stroke. She was quickly transported to the emergency room where she had to have emergency surgery on her head, scarring her and her loved ones.
I don't remember any of that, which several people have told me that it is best that I not remember.
She admits the past few weeks have been challenging.
Kindly printed out some little
Practicing,
30 seconds behind you.
recovering,
Hands resting.
and ambitiously starting to walk again.
Tell me if I need to slow down.
Something she says she wished she did before that life-changing day.
There's so many things that we take for granted every single day, and that can be jerked away from you in just seconds.
A lesson on gratitude.
To think, these are my people, this is my town, and they care, and they love me. Wow, how blessed am I?
A blessing that her student Bo says is mutual.
Everybody's like, when is Miss Moore going to come back?
And while her other students will have to wait, Bo got a sneak peek.
We have a fantastic award presented to Bo Penny.
The school honoring this young hero and the teacher who's touched so many lives.
This happened because he's going to use me through all of this in some way, shape, or form. I just have to be patient.
A teacher learning to step back as she gets ready to put her best foot forward. Mrs. Moore is still recovering. Her doctors tell her if she is able to return to the classroom, it won't be until after the Christmas break. But Heidi says in her mind, it's not a matter of if, but when. She's really just so inspiring.
What an amazing story, William.
Yeah, she is just truly just a God-fearing, God-loving woman, and she's just keeping the faith during her recovery right now.
I must admit that I haven't been to Van, but I feel like you perfectly captured that small town community feeling well.
Absolutely. It's not East Texas without Van, Texas.
Yes.